Hi viewers, bit of a different video for me today. I'm going to do a review on the TOMLOV DM9 digital microscope, which is designed, I think, specifically for looking at coins. And I wanted to show you the microscope fully extended, so that's at its full height, as you see up there. But I'll drop it down lower and bring the camera in and we'll go over the features. So before I go over the features of this digital microscope, I thought I'd go over why I bought one. And basically I went into my local coin shop last week, and there on his counter was this digital microscope, and he was looking at coins and was telling me how impressed he was. And he actually showed me some fakes and some error coins under the microscope, and I was quite impressed myself. And I thought to myself, I think Salivate Metal done a video on this, and I haven't been back to look through his videos, but I will, just to see if it was this same model. This is the DM9 Max. Anyway. So when I got home, I looked it up. He'd actually looked it up on his phone to see how much he'd paid for it and where he got it, and it was a lot less than I thought. It was £130 on Amazon, but it had a 15% off code, and I also had some birthday money gifted to me by one of my channel subscribers. So I thought, yeah, I'll enjoy having a look at some of my coins much closer, rather than having to mess about with the loop. I can actually look at them, you know, on the screen. And it's a 10-inch screen. They do other versions as well. So let's go through some of the features. You saw it fully raised, and that was kind of one of his gripes, that even at fully raised you can't get the whole coin in. Well, at 1 ounce, that's absolutely right. You can't see the whole coin even with the microscope fully extended, but you would be able to and see something like a gold sovereign, because obviously it's a smaller diameter. Anyway, let's go through the features of the microscope. So it does come with a remote control, although the actions available on that remote control are a bit limited, and a lot of them have to be done by these buttons, which is kind of one of my gripes really, because when you press these buttons, as you can see, it shakes the image. See, the buttons are underneath, they're not on the screen, they're underneath. So you've got up arrow, down arrow, OK, you've got the power button over there, and flip image. Well, should we do that? Let's flip the image so you can see it upside down. There she is, Lady Liberty upside down. So yeah, that's one of my gripes, that you can't run all the features from this remote control. Now let's go on to the lights. Currently the eagle is lit up from the light around the microscope, which is operated from this wheel on the side. And if I turn that right down, you can see the colour changes, and we'll light her right back up. But it also has these other two lights which are directional, so you can direct light on. Now these are powered from the base, and that's the other thing I should mention. Both units have their own batteries which charge from you know, a USB charger, so you can charge the base up and the actual microscope separately. It comes with two cables to charge both parts separately. And obviously, for those of you who've had these microscopes before, that is your you turn this to focus in and out on whatever you're looking at. So let's turn it round and have a look at the back. And you will see that there is this knob at the back which you loosen, and then you can wind the microscope up or down depending on how close you want to get to that item. And let's just put it up there and then refocus it. The lighting for the two bendy lights is controlled by this wheel here, and there's a charging port next to it. So as you can see, I've now made it out of focus because I raised the microscope up, so we'll refocus it. And there we can see we're a bit further out than we were a minute ago. Now, one of the things I did do, which you may have noticed, was this little board here. I just made out of a bit of hardboard stuff and put a bit of black baize on it, and the reason being that if you've got coins actually on this base and you're moving them around, you could end up scratching them on that. And I thought if I just make this little base to put the coin on, let's put Lady Liberty up the right way, and you can just move that coin around on that base. As you can see, there's a little hair there, and a little imperfection there we can see. So it's quite good at showing up details. What else have we got? Anything obvious? Can't see anything there. But yeah, so I made that little base up so that you can just move the coin around without actually having to move the coin. And probably what I'll do is I'll make another one of these and drop it into my LCS, and I'm sure he'll appreciate that, rather than keep moving the coin around itself on the stand. Now these little movable lights are quite useful. If you can see the change on her face there, how the light is cast, so you can move them around in whichever way you want. Now you can take like screenshots, photographs basically with that, and you can do that from the remote, and I'll do that right now for you. As you see, the camera symbol showing there and the pixels over there set on 20 million, so it's a 20 million pixel camera, and I shall just take a snap with that now. And that will then be saved, so I can go to my images that I've taken photographs of, and there you can see the photograph that we that isn't the one we just took. I've gone off of it, but hang on a minute. There we go, and then you press OK. There's the image that I've taken, and obviously you can scroll down through the images. That's a privateer. That's a 1 gram. There you go, rising sun 1 gram eagle. That's a British crown. No, it's not a British crown actually, is it? No, it's not. But anyway, there was just some images. I was just trying to, you know, acclimatise myself to it. That's a little charm off of a charm bracelet in sterling silver. Oh, you're getting too fast there. It's an opening piano with a little cat inside it. Bay City Bullion Lion. Yeah, what I found interesting was he was showing me a counterfeit British crown, and on this, on the lettering, when you zoom in closer, which I obviously haven't done now, but I could do, you could see the milling from like the CNC machine, so you could tell it was fake. Mind you, I asked him if it was silver and he said no, so putting it down the CCT slide would have told him it was fake. But anyway, so yeah, very good for spotting you know, counterfeits and error coins. And you know, if you want to stay after I've done this review, I'll go through a few coins with you and do a comparison with a real Morgan and a fake Morgan. But yeah, so a few of my gripes were that you've got to press these buttons underneath, and it does wobble about a bit, but it's you know, it does what it's supposed to do. And yeah, I'm quite impressed really. So especially with my little board that I can move around and see, you know, the coin easy without moving the coin. It does have a video mode, and it also has a microphone, so you could talk over what you're showing on the microscope. Let's go back to the camera, and if you press the video button, oh, it's already on video, so you can go back to camera. Oh, I don't know how to do it now. Oh no, I'm recording now. I've pressed record, so we're actually recording the video now. So I've obviously got to press stop, and that'll stop that. And I can't remember how to change it back to camera, but anyway, I thought it was that button. There we go, I did do it right. I think it's an infrared remote, so you have to aim it at it to do it. That's why I wasn't doing it. So there you got the camera symbol back, and I could obviously do a photo of that now, but she's a bit blurry. Oh God, I moved it now. There we go, that's a bit better. So anyway, if you want to stay and see a few images, different coins through the microscope, hang on, and if not, thanks for stopping by. So let's have a look at a few coins together. This is 1883 Morgan, and there's the U and the S, and right next to it I have a fake Morgan, and there's the U and the S. Now I would say that was actually a pretty good fake, that. That is the real one on the right, and the letters look a bit flatter, I would say. They're a bit more rounded, aren't they, on the fake? Let's have a look at the B. Yeah, it's definitely flatter. You know, the top of the lettering is flatter, whereas on this fake it's more rounded. But anyway, let's have a look at some other coins. And I think you can all guess what this one is. Yeah, it's a Canadian maple, obviously this year's 2024, because you got the 24. But I've always fancied looking at the intricate detail of these under the microscope. Obviously you've got the veins under the maple leaf, of the maple leaf should I say, and a lack of milk spots, which is always good. It actually looks a pretty good coin, doesn't it? You can see a slight imperfection on the A there, but I mean it's a bullion coin, not a numismatic coin. But it actually looks pretty darn good finish on that, I must say. Right, let's have a look at something else. Now I thought this would actually be a good test. This is a 1787 shilling, and it's in one of them card flips with the plastic over. So if I move that in the light, you can see the plastic kind of reflects quite badly. And let's go down to the date. And what I'll do is I'll turn off the light from the microscope and switch to the lower lights, and I can direct them so that they don't give that same reflection on the plastic. And you can see that date. Let's just focus that a bit better. 1787, nearly as old as Silverhair's stacker. Yeah, you get to see a lot of details on numismatic coins, and like I said, with the directional lights, you're not getting that reflection of the plastic that I was with the actual microscope light, or not as bad, a tiny little bit there, but I could probably move that around and change that. Right, let's move on. Now here's a Mexican 8 reales, and it's a chop marked one, so you can obviously look at the chop marks closely. And what I didn't mention earlier is on the remote you can also zoom in. I think it went 18 times, but 16, oh, there we go, 18 times zoom. It's obviously a digital zoom, and you can operate that either way from this button or the remote. Is it that way? And then out. But like I said, it does shake the screen rather. So what other chop marks were on there? I think there's a little one down there. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I thought there was one with a little bird on somewhere. Maybe it's a different 8 reals. Let's have a look. Another chop mark there. I don't know what that is. Or that. Don't know, maybe it's a different 8 reals. Had like a little bird on it. But anyway, yes, so you can get a, obviously a close-up detail, and you can capture those images or record them on video. I thought I'd have a quick look at my 1887 double florin to see how good that looks under magnification. And obviously you would be able to define the the grade, the quality, using a microscope such as this, because obviously, for example, the lion's head would be, if it was brilliant uncirculated, it would be more defined, and also this detail here would be more defined. So you can see it's got very little wear, but the high points are a little flat. So it's not uncirculated, but it's certainly a very nice example. Before we move on to having a look at some gold, I picked this Australian opal in silver mount at a car boot sale. Picked it up at a car boot sale. Let's have a look at the opal to see what that looks like under magnification. Probably best if we turn that light off. Be able to see the opal better with the side lights. Certainly a lot of gorgeous colours in there. And another use for me, I thought this would be to see hallmarks. So let's see if what we've got in the back of this pendant. What does that say? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Let's see if we can't get that to focus a bit better. STG Sil. Hang on, let's put the other light on. There we go. Oh, I got it. The penny's just dropped. Sterling silver. It's probably the way the Australians write sterling silver. STG. I was expecting a 925 mark. Well, there you go. Right, let's move on to a bit of gold. And can you guess what this one is? Probably. It's obviously a Libertad, and it's a ½ ounce 1981 Libertad. Where's the date? There we go, 1981. Breaking off those shackles. A little bit of nipple wear there. Nevertheless, beautiful coin. Right, what have we got over here, CCT? We have a gold sovereign. Let's have a look. Let's bring this sovereign to focus. And maybe adjust them lights. There we go, that's better. And yeah, it'll help you see clearly, the condition of a coin, any imperfections it might have, and obviously, you can capture them images with which I shall probably do and upload a few to Instagram. But, where's his sword? That's the two wear points are his back of his hand and his chest here. And the dragon, where's the dragon? Oh, there's not much wear on that dragon at all. The dragon looks pretty good for 1915. So 100 and well, over 100 years old, that sovereign. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and catch you on the next one, which will include some of what you see before you. Thanks for watching. Bye.